Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Bottom Split. No, wait, what are we called? iRacing Bottom Split Madness, I think. See, no more posting Top Split races. It has been so long, I forgot exactly what I called the series. But welcome back to our bread and butter of this channel. And we are back watching the iRacing Porsche Esports Supercup official race. I think that's what it's called. Let me try that again. The Porsche Esports Supercup 2026. What is the Porsche Esports Supercup 2026, you may ask? Well, let me remind you. Straight from the website, the Porsche Esports Supercup returns in 2026, uniting the world's top sim racers through a global qualification path that begins on iRacing in May. After progressing through national, global, and regional competition, 32 drivers will advance to the World Championship to compete for $30,000 and a chance to win a real-life racing seat. And every one of our drivers stands a chance. The chance might be 0.00003%. That, ladies and gentlemen, is still a chance. But we are racing at Sebring. I love Sebring. So we are in America. We are going to start this race like Americans. Let's get ready to race. Gentlemen.
I just got three things to say. God bless our troops. God bless America. And gentlemen, start your engine!
Yeah, God bless America. Let's go. The cars are getting ready. They're all gridded up. I've not even introduced anyone. We got Augustine in P1, Pranav in P2, Brandon in P3, and Andy in P4. And Hugo bring up that very important P5 slot. Okay, so it's a 30-minute race. The strength of field is 0.8. Okay, we've got 28 drivers on track, all fighting for that 0.00003% chance of winning a real-life race. But a chance is still a chance of that. Their chance of winning a real-life race is probably higher than it is winning the lotto. So everything to fight for. And I am ready for this. Are you? We're going to stick with the leaders as ever. We're just waiting for the green lights, and then we will be off, and the racing will start. I'm very excited, and away we go. Oh, there's already a cloud at the back. Someone's putting it the wrong way. He gets tapped to face the right way. I'm sure we'll get to know the drivers on the track as we go along, but for now, he's going to stick with the guys up front. Augustine managed to get a nice getaway, 0.2 seconds. I can see people falling down at the back already. No... Oh, now someone just absolutely spins off, goes the wrong way and manages to keep it out the barriers. He's still got a rear wing, so he can't get back and join again. But that is him chucking his chance of a real-life seat in the pit. Oh, my goodness. Cluster at the back. Oh, my goodness. Look at that. There's cars all over the place. Everyone is pointing the wrong way. There's like 5, 6, 7, 8 cars all involved in that. Oh, they're still driving into each other. They're just increasing the damage. Who are we watching here? That was Jeffrey just absolutely hammering the living lights out of Bruno. Absolute cluster. I thought we had a good race start at where we had Spa last week, but this was absolutely epic. So we got 1, 2, 3 meatballs already and a black flag. Jake's got a drive-through penalty. We are definitely going to be reviewing that. We will be reviewing the crashes during the race. We're just going to let them settle out for a moment. We're going to stick with these guys at the moment. This is Jeffrey P21. He's carrying a lot of damage. He's in the blue car. In front of him is Aiden and Hugo. Hugo's back down here. No, didn't Hugo start right at the top? Oh, no, this is a different Hugo, but he's got a meatball as well. So Hugo in P19, he's got a meatball. He's going to have to let the cars go. You can see he's wonking all over the place. Oh, no, Hugo, no, what are you doing? You're going to take the other cars out because he can't control his cars. You've got a bit of suspension damage. He's going to try and make it back to the pit. So let's see if he makes it back all in one piece without destroying anyone else's race. But that I'm really excited to go see what happened in that race start, because I don't know how many there was at least 10 cars caught up on that. And oh no, you can see another spinner right in the back, and he loses complete control. Hits the wall so hard, not just damaging the front suspension, but also his father's pride in his life choices. And that was clearly, obviously, the end of his race. Hugo is still going for it, though. I'm just going to stick with him because I am willing him back to the pits. I do not know if they have a quick repair. I doubt it. But I think Hugo's chance of a real-life racing seat is all but over. Unfortunately, Hugo, you got to try again in 2027, and that is plenty of time to practice. After we watch Hugo safely make to the pits, oh, he just manages to squeeze it past Aiden in front of him. Oh, Oh, did it go sideways? I knew Hugo would have let me down. I knew it. I put all my money in him to not make a safety to the pits, and he did not make a safety back to the pits. But now he should be able to crawl back. He is the last car. There's one more car behind him, Patrick, but he's 6 seconds away. So let's go check in on our leaders. Pranav has now taken the lead. So he's jumped up one position from India. We don't see many drivers from India, so well done you, Pranav, and well done for taking P1. Lovely pink Red Bull livery as well. Nice and shiny. I do like it. And then we've got Brandon chasing him. And then our original pole sitter, Augustine, he's currently racing in P3. Scott is in P4. And Javier is currently bringing up P5. I'm trying really hard with the name pronunciations because I have been told off with some of the names I pronounce are absolutely horrific. I do apologize for that. I try my best. But I'm bad at it. I do know. Okay, we got Samuel starting to spin out the back. Oh, what's the rejoin? Oh, that is the shocking rejoin. It is a shark, and he took a chomp out of Thomas. I'm surprised he's not shouting to his mic. I would be shouting into my mic. That surely is the end of Thomas's race. Lovely livery, but he literally lived up to the livery's name. Complete disrespect for the other guys on track, and he's driving him off again, and that's the end of Thomas's race. Poor Thomas. Oh, I can hear another crash behind us as well. Oh, that is Tom. Is that Thomas as well? And is that a different Thomas? So he's cracking on as well. No, ladies and gentlemen, I have no idea what's happening on track. Okay, let's jump in with our leaders again. There's a good battle up here for the lead at the moment. We've got Pranav 0.7 seconds behind him. We've got Brandon and Augustine has managed to climb back up to P3, so he's only 0.9 seconds behind Brandon. And this is a track we do get a lot of slipstream, so you can close the gap really smoothly, and you get very, very tricky corners like the one they're reaching now. Sunset is one of the dodgiest corners, and if you're a bottom split driver, it makes it even more difficult, but they all maneuver it really, really well. So we're going to stick with these guys now, because this is actually a really, really good battle. Pranav, Brandon, Augustine, Scott 1.8 seconds behind them. We're going to focus on Brandon, see if he chases down Pranav. The gap is 0.6 seconds, so it's very, very close. But at the same time, he's got Augustine only 0.7 seconds behind him. So this is really all three battling for the top spot, and it could still be anyone's race. Pranav, it's got 1.1 KR rating. He's one of the highest rated drivers on the track at the moment. Oh, there we go. Our first mic talker, that was Thomas actually, who we saw got eaten by the shark earlier. At least we know he's still alive and recovering, probably in hospital. But he is not happy. He is not happy. He's really, really angry at the shark liveried car. And I would be too. But back to our leaders. So the gap's open up to 0.8 seconds now. Pranav's managed to open up. What was I saying? Oh, so Pranav's 1.1 KI rating. So he's one of the highest rated drivers on the track. The lowest we got, as I can see, is 0.3K, which was actually Thomas, who's now running a P16, who got taken out by the shark. Then Brandon, bringing up P2. He is 0.5K rating. So he has got a chance to beat someone with more than double his R rating. Wouldn't that be epic? Currently in the position he is now, he'll be gaining 106 I rating. That is, what is that, 20%? He'll be instant gain of 20% in R rating. That is mega. And then Augustine, 0.8K right behind him. And Scott is falling back slightly, even though he's got the fastest lap of 2 minutes and 4 seconds. He's just over a second behind, 2.8 seconds behind these top three. So this is the battle at the moment. But I think Augustine is closing in on Brandon. Surely he's going to go for the dive bomb. Ooh, if I can find the right button. No, they go really slow down through Sunset, don't they? They're taking it very, very safe. But now you'd expect him to be flat out on the throttle. But I guess rather safe than sorry. Oh, then he clips the wall anyway. Luckily, shouldn't be much damage with that. Might even be netcode on my side. I can see the what do you call them? The meatballs are stacking up at the moment, but we are just going to stick with this because I think we are up for a good race. He clips the wall again. This man is really, really living on the edge. Our pole sitter, currently running a P3, is really, really leaving no space. Scraping the wall. He's going to have to put new paint on his car after this. But the gap remains. The gap's actually opening up bigger now. The gap is now 1.1 seconds to Brandon up in front of him. And Pranav is... Oh, the gap is closing up to the P2 in front of them. Let's close up with Brandon rather, because the gap is 0.5 seconds. Surely he's not going to go for a dive bomb. He is getting closer. I can see he's getting twitchy. He's got a lion on his livery. And, well, so it's a lion chasing the bull. We are literally in Africa here. Is the lion going to catch the bull? Oh, that's Pranav in the chat. He's apologizing for something. I have no idea what. If I was you, mate, I would just focus, look forward. Don't worry about the cars behind you. And let's get driving. The gap is slowly closing, 0.2 seconds at the moment. We're just on board now with Brandon. He is playing it very safe, playing it very patient. This is actually very clever from him. Augustine, meanwhile, in P3, has now set the fastest lap. That last lap he did a 2:03.7, which is the fastest lap of the race so far. But even so, the gap to him is just over 2 seconds. So it's right now we are just battling for that top position. It's all about who's going to be reading this race. Oh, and I thought Brandon was going to slide there. That's going to give Pranav time to run away. And you can see the gap is getting about a distant pixel in the distance. One mistake by Brandon and Pranav takes full advantage, and away he goes, opening up the gap to well over a second. And that again has allowed Augustine to close in. So now he is ready to strike as well, because now he's only 0.3 seconds behind him. And surely this is going to be his time now. They're going to be side by side. Brandon's going to have the inside here, but Augustine might be able to try the old switcheroo and undercut him. We will see in a minute. Is he going to go for it? Is he going to play safe? And he plays it safe. Did I hear him scrape the wall again? This man loves scraping walls. It's like a bear rubbing his back on a tree every time he sees a tree. Maybe he's got a really itchy car door. Oh, he's getting very close, and lots of early braking there from Brandon. I think he might be driving in his rearview mirror. Augustine is looking to strike, but he also got to try and play it safe as well, because any bit of damage and that could be the end of his race. Even though he is currently the fastest man on track, but he is down 2 positions from where he started. The gaps open up to 0.8 seconds again. Let's just jump on with our leader to see how Pranav's doing. He's running away with it now, the 1.6 seconds ahead of Brandon, because Brandon is now defending hard against Augustine, looking in his mirrors and just trying to not lose that spot. That's allowing Pranav a little to kind of run away with it. Meanwhile, Scott in P4, let's just check in with him quickly. 2.3 seconds is the gap. He's just hanging back, waiting for his chance. Pure black livery, like a nightmare, probably waiting for them all to fall asleep, and then he's gonna strike. I'm gonna put my money on Scott. Scott is gonna win this race, and if I am wrong, what will I do? I don't know. We will donate $5 to our driver of the day, if we have a driver of the day. Oh, we need to go check in on those crashes. We'll do that in a minute. Let's just jump in one more second, because I have this habit of the moment I click away from someone, they do something epic, and I'm really thinking Augustine might be doing something epic soon. He's going to be able to get in the slipstream here. The gap is 0.8 seconds. It's just out of reach, just not big enough for him to be able to do a dive bomb. But let's just see how they make it through sunset, because that is where things usually change. And let's see if Augustine can manage to do a corner without touching the wall. That would be quite an achievement for him. We're going to get on board with his cockpit, riding on board. Hopefully the weight of us being in the car with him doesn't unsettle the car. Oh, just skims past the wall. Like the wall can feel the air of the car as it swoops past, but he manages to not touch anything, which is a really, really good achievement for him. Something is happening on track though, ladies and gentlemen. Pranav is starting to catch the back markers, and this might make things interesting. He's currently 1.4 seconds behind the back marker. Let's just see. I was going to click away and watch some replays, but I think, oh no, the back marker's missing half his car. This is bits sticking out all over the place. Yo, I imagine that's what I would look like in a Speedo on the beach. Just lumps and clumps all over the place. Is he going to get out the way though? That is, see, here we go. Here's the names. I do apologize. That is Havriliuk. I can't do it. Havriliuk. Javi. I'm going to call him Javi. So he's having to get out there. Javi does get out there by absolutely slamming his brakes on and goes really wide. Gives himself an off track as well, but all three cars managed to get through, and that was really nice of him, not making it difficult. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go watch some of the crashes at the race start. So this is the race start. We are focusing on no one in particular, just trying to see where someone would start. Oh, there's someone. Car number 23 went straight. Bit of argy-bargy in the back. There's our shark livery car as well. We had a spinner. That is Aiden who's spinning, but he can. Let's just watch in front of him. So that's not where the big cluster happened. So I think by him spinning, he actually played it safe, because he missed everything you can hear on screen now, and Aiden's currently running a P9. That spin was the best thing that could ever have happened to him, because look at him now. He's just like, what's happening around here? Get out of my way, guys. Aiden's coming through. Absolutely lucky. Okay, let's watch it from Poyo's angle. So there's a yellow one. Yellow car. Oh no, Poyo got hit from behind. And then it was just a cluster. I don't even think that's the main crash. Oh, then he rejoined it to someone else, I think. Absolute potato moments all over the place. Let's watch. We'll watch a few more angles because I am struggling to actually figure out. Oh, we had a. I still don't quite know what happened there. Okay, let's try it from Hugo's angle. I don't know who Hugo is. So these two had a bit of an argy-bargy. Hugo spun. And then everyone else spun and just kept their foot down and just piled in one after the other. Like, yellow flag means free spots and go, go, go. And then Hugo drives off. He causes the absolute pylon of the century. Points his car the right way and then he drives off. But Hugo has since quit. He has DNF, ladies and gentlemen. So that is the end of his race. Okay, we'll watch one more angle, then we try and watch some of the other races, and we'll jump on and check in with our leaders again. We've had a many DFs. Oh, yo, amazing, absolutely. Oh, then they just keep driving into each other. Insane. Okay, let's skip forward. Let's see what else we can see. So, okay, so these are the cars coming around the back. So this is still the same crash scene. These are the guys trying to innocently come past. That's the Jake and oh no, they're still just driving into each other. There's so many crashes registered on my screen at the moment, and they're all from the same crash. This is Hugo again, so this might be why he DNF'd. Oh, this was we were following Hugo, weren't we? We were trying to watch Hugo make it back to the pits, and he made it back to the pits, but then he DNF'd. Must have had too much damage. Okay, so that's the end of Hugo's race. So that's Samuel and the Shark. I need that tune. Spun all on his own, and then he did an absolute clown move. Wow. Absolutely shocking. What an insane rejoin. I'm very disappointed in you, Samuel. That's not quite potato. This is Esports. That's not quite potato award, but it's pretty close. If we see anything more from Samuel, he is currently our front runner for receiving that coveted Potato of the Day award. Okay, we got Thomas. I think Thomas is the one. Yeah, Thomas is the one who got taken out by Samuel, just minding his own business, and then he got Samueled properly. And this was a different Thomas. So we saw this Thomas as well, just absolutely ending himself without any help. That is pure bonus split driving, all on his own. Raffini. What happened to Raffini? Oh no, they just touched each other. Both had massive oversteer. Let's just watch the rejoin. Did he survive? Yes. Nobody else died. Okay, it's Poyo. We watched Poyo at the beginning of the race with his. Oh, he's got his wife in the car with him. She must have been shouting at him. And he just lost concentration. Oh, I thought he was rejoining right in front of that car, but he managed to do it safely. And off he goes again. Nothing lost. Hopefully his wife is not too angry. He is currently running in P12 position. We still have Other. Oh, that is some real argy-bargy. What a very aggressive pass. Poyo, meantime, is climbing the curbs. Very aggressive driving from him there. Okay, let's check it from Chet. What happened to Chet? Nice livery, Chet. I do like that. That's a very American name, even though his flag's not showing an American. Chet is just off on one. Clearly, he's following his sat nav and he put in the wrong postcode, and off he went, and then he rejoins. Oh, that's Poyo in front of him. And then nothing to see here. Jared, what happened to Jared in his Porsche Mobile Cup car? A Sunset absolutely caught him out, just bouncing, rattling his teeth out, and off he goes, knocking the living senses out of his car. Did he decide to go into the pits, or did he carry on driving? He's currently driving a P14, so he carried on with the race. He's only got one thing in mind, and that is the real life race seat on board with Andy. What happened to Andy's race? Just spurning on his own. No, not too bad, not too bad. Oh, our friend Thomas coming out of the pits after repairing his damage. Cold tires. Absolutely flunks it. Let's watch him rejoin. Spend some time on the grass. And off he goes again. But only a couple of corners later. Still on the same lap. Alfred Thomas once again. Oh, no. He's currently running P21. And I think he was a lapped car at that point as well. Just causing absolute havoc. Surely towed by there. And Thomas has DNF'd. Javier.
Thank you.
Oh, that was just... What a cluster. What an absolute cluster. Okay, we're going to jump in live quickly. We're going to jump in live. Augustine is off the track. Something has happened to Augustine. I actually forgot to put on my replay for all the replays. My replay button. It's not my fault. There's just too much confusion going on at the moment. We're going to jump to it. So now I'm going to actually use it. Let's jump in and watch exactly what happened with Augustine. Did he just take himself out? He was still running in P3, battling it out. He's lost it all on his own, Augustine. Our pole sitter. Mate. And then Jared just crashed again as well. Well, again is the right word because Jared's missing many bits of his car. His wheels are pointing in every direction. Yeah, just call it a day, Jared. That is the end of it. And then Poyo, while we're here, I see Poyo had another off. It's featured a couple of times. Poyo and his waifu are not having a good Sunday. Oh, driver, they both went together. That's Chet. Oh, then Chet got hammered. Let's watch that again from Chet's perspective. So Chet saw Poyo spinning. He's like, mate, I feel sorry for you. I'm going to spin with you. And then he just rejoined it. Oh, that is even worse than the shark rejoin. They might be the same. I'm just going to do it. Let's do it. And he's driving the wrong way. He's driving the wrong way. He was driving to another car. Bro, just tow. And he's finally towing. That was insane. Chet, you absolute potato move. That was shocking. Laser and Pranav. Pranav is still in the lead. We are live now. Even though it says replay, let me stop that right now. We are living live. And behind us is Brandon, still in P2. 0.8 seconds. These two have been battling for 20 minutes now. And the gap is still only 0.8 seconds. This is actually what we're here to see. Good racing can be had in the bottom split. So let's stick with these two for a bit. I see there's been 1 or 2 more crashes, but we will worry about that near the end of the race. For now, let's just stick with the battles on track. So these two, 0.8 seconds at the moment. Who else is battling? I can see there's a big good battle going on for P13 as well between Aiden and Thomas. We'll check in with them in a minute as well because the gaps open up to over the second between the top two. So this is Thomas, our friend in the German livery car, got eaten by the shark earlier. He's currently running a P14. Aiden just got past him. Is Thomas going to be able to catch up and battle back? No, he's losing a lot of time. He's going very slow. I mean, if you've been attacked by a shark, the next time you enter the water, you are not going to go very deep and you will be going very slow. He's probably just looking left and right and waiting for that great white to pop out of nowhere and take another chop. I do not blame Thomas for going so slow. But yeah, he's not even in that race at the moment. So we're going back with Pranav. Running in P1, 1.4 second gap behind him. Brandon, as a reminder, Brandon's only got 0.5k iRating, where Pranav's got 1.1k. So quite a big difference between the two. And Brandon is doing really, really well. And then Scott, our man Scott, we put our money on. He is currently in P3, but he's 9 seconds behind him. Is Scott even trying? What is going on, Scott? And then August, our pole sitter. He's chasing down Scott. The gap is closing, so we might see something happening there. Surely he wants to reclaim that spot. Surely he wants to claim that spot and get a podium, get maximum points, and stay alive in the fight for the real life racing, because that is what these guys are here for. That's not what they're here for, but that is what these guys are here for on paper anyway, for that 0.003% chance of being a real life Porsche Cup driver. Ladies and gentlemen, you got to be in it to win it. You got to be in it to win it. Something can happen. Every single person in the top split can have catastrophic computer errors, and these guys could be the championship leaders. You just never know. We're on board now with Bruno. He is fighting Fabian for P10. Fabian is the green car up front, and Bruno's behind him in P11. The gap's only 0.5 seconds. This is one of the closest battles we have on track at the moment. We have so many DNFs. I can't even count them at the moment. We will check them in a moment. But there, we can see the battle. Bruno just about sticking his nose, and he's battling it up. He's going to go for it. Oh, and then I choose the wrong camera. What is my life even? Oh, he goes left, he goes right. This is the hardest braking corner on the track. He's got to go down to first gear. Is he going to be able to make it through? through goes Bruno. Excellent pass over Fabio. Nice and clean and well timed as well. And Fabio hopefully will be able to fight back. But the gap's 0.4 seconds. Something's happened up front.
Thank you for not hitting me. Thank you.
Brandon's taking the lead.
That's so unfortunate, bro. I'm so sorry for you, dude.
What's...
Don't worry, Rayson. Don't worry. But thank you for not hitting me.
What happened? He's thanking him for not hitting him. Brandon's taking the lead. Pranav is falling back. I don't know what's going on. Okay, I'm going to do something we don't usually do. We are just going to rewind this and try and figure out what exactly happened there. Did Pranav just go wide all on his own? I better push my replay button. Oh, I'm feeling like an absolute amateur today. So we are watching the replay. We just rewind it. Oh, he just went off track. One mistake and Brandon struck like a great white. He should have the great white livery. Amazing. And now he's in the lead. But they're so polite in the conversation, like, thank you not for hitting me. And Brandon's like, oh, it's so unfortunate what happened to you. Like, no, mate. No mercy. You're the lion. Take control. Get out of here. Brandon is leading the race. Ladies and gentlemen, what's the gap now? 1.2k. 1.2k? 1.2 seconds. But Pranav is still faster. Brandon, no, I take that back. Brandon is the fastest man on track. He's done the fastest lap, 2:03.6. Very well done, sir. Even though he's only 0.5k iRating, he is doing really, really well. I am very proud of him. Meanwhile, our man Scott is 10 seconds behind now, and Augustine is closing him down for that P3. I'm going to keep an eye on them because I think Augustine will be able to get back at least on the podium because Scott is, well, he's slow as F. I have no idea. I think he's just managed to climb up there just by, well, staying safe, really. We don't really... If Brandon wins this race, ladies and gentlemen, he will be the driver of the day. No doubt. No doubt. Because that will be well deserved. One of the lowest rated drivers on the track. He's not made a mistake yet. He's just hung back, just waiting for his chance. And when the race leader, Pranav, more than double his iRating, made a mistake, Brandon just struck and still had a polite conversation about it as well. But we still have 5 minutes to go. The gap's only 0.6 seconds. Everything to fight for. Everything to fight for. We're going to stay on board. We're going to stick with Brandon. Not Brandon. Pranav, Brandon. I'm just giving them new names as we go along. Oh, they're getting very close on 0.2 seconds. Surely this is going to be it now. We're going to stick on. Pranav is going to go. He's going to go to the left. He's going to go for the dive bomb. No, he's managed to lift early, but then he goes because Brandon's going to be losing a lot of time. Can we see Brandon? What happened to Brandon? I can't see him at all. Oh, there he is. They're still side by side, but Pranav's got the inside now. Did a really good pass, and I am terrible, such an amateur with these cameras. Really good nose-to-nose battle, though. Brandon is right up his backside. Even though Pranav took the lead again, Brandon is still in this. He's going to be able to get a bit of slipstream here. It's all about, is he going to be brave there? Is he going to try and make the pass? We're going to watch him. I think he might be able to go. No, Pranav decides to give the inside, but this will give Brandon a better exit. No, your wheel spin.
Oh, did I squeeze you? I'm sorry.
Pranav is apologizing, and he is just too polite. Oh, so kind, sir. I apologize for my driving standards. So this is good, clean racing, mate. Less talking and more driving. But it's very nice. It's very nice that for once they aren't shouting at each other. They're actually having a really good, clean, on-track battle. Very, very enjoyable. We don't often see racing like this, ladies and gentlemen, so we have to appreciate it for what it is. But I am vouching. I am gunning for Brandon only because of his low iRating, only because he is the underdog in this, and I do like supporting the underdog. And he's still right up his back, so the gap is 0.1 seconds. Surely this is can't be going on for long like this. This is just too good to be true. Oh, he's going to stick on. We're on board with that. Oh, he goes for the dive bomb. Through goes Brandon. He managed to take the lead again, but now they're side by side. But Pranav's going to be able to get a back exit. Who's going to be able to see? We're going to see when they get to Sunset. Who's going to be able to get the quickest around Sunset? It's all about who's going to be able to get on the throttle the earliest and get out of Sunset. But Brandon is going to have the inside, but Pranav is, I think, the faster driver around Sunset. That we're going to see who's going to be the bravest. They're giving each other plenty of space, but through goes Brandon. Pranav plays it safe, bounces all over the track. Brandon goes through. He's going to be able to get on the throttle earlier, but now Pranav's got the inside for the next corner, but now he's right behind Brandon now. Brandon takes the lead again. This is the third lead chance, but Pranav showing his nose. He wants to take that position back, and he gets 6 on the inside, but he starts to play it safely. He's going to try and do exactly what he did 1 lap ago. Brandon goes wide. Pranav goes through. Through goes Pranav. Is surely going to take the lead again now. This is all about the next corner. Who's going to be able to get on the brakes later? But Pranav is through again. He takes the lead again, ladies and gentlemen. This is the 5th time we've changed the lead between these two drivers, and Brandon takes the inside. He dives bomb on the inside, but it's clean. It's beautiful racing. This is some of the best racing I have ever seen, especially with these kind of low iRating. Amazing stuff. It's been a very boring race, except for that race start up at this point, but right now this is what it's all about. Excellent, clean racing. I'm absolutely blown away. We got 2 minutes left in the race, and it's still anyone's to win. They've not touched. They've been door to door. They've swapped positions time and time again, and literally no one has died. This is what racing is about, and Brandon is just sticking his nose in again. You can see he's right up his back. Does he touch him? Was that just net code on my side? Probably just a bit of net code, but he's right up Pranav's backside. The gap is 0.2 seconds at the moment, but it keeps closing to 0.1 seconds. Brandon is braking late. He's going to get around the corner and be able to get quick. He seems to be able to get a better exit. No, Pranav gets a better exit out of that. They do have... No, they've got no back markers in front of them. The next back marker is 12 seconds in front of them, so they do not have to worry about that. This is just pure battling, pure racing. We are on board with Brandon. Oh, he gets very close. Almost touches, almost at the backs of Brandon. This is hardcore, but high-risk racing. And no one's died, and that's what it's all about. Oh, no, but Brandon loses it. He loses complete control. Oh, no. After what epic battle, he just has a snap of the steering. And he falls back. The gap is 1.6 seconds, and he's falling back even further because that's the worst part. You have to lose a bit of control. Oh, the disappointment. So while they're out, let's just jump back. This is the battle now for P3. Augustine is closed up right with Scott. You can see Augustine's car is damaged. Bits all over the place, but he's right. But Scott is really slow. Even though I put all my money on Scott, I'll take that right back. Scott is not going to win the race. Oh, Augustine almost touched the wall again. He does like to touch the wall. That is... So we saw Barney there with the white flag. This is the final lap, ladies and gentlemen. Is Augustine going to be able to get that P3 position? So the gap is 1.8 seconds between Brandon and Hodgson. Between Pranav and Brandon. Oh, Brandon, you can see they're both struggling. I wonder if they're struggling with their tires. And Augustine has fallen back to over a second behind Scott as well. But so no one's really battling. The gap is 0.9 seconds. I just don't know if he's going to be able to do it. Is Scott going to be able to hold him to P3? I'd be so happy for him. 0.7 seconds, so the gap for P1 is not even a gap anymore. It's 2.5 seconds now. I think Brandon's given up and he's quite content bringing home P2, but that was an epic battle for 3 or 4 laps. Some of the best fighting I have seen on track since the last time I saw good fighting on track, which was also at Sebring. That's actually quite flabbergasting. We see some good battles here, but so it's all about now the final podium position. Is Augustine going to be able to do it? Is he going to go for a dirty dive bomb right near the end? Surely he wants to. I mean, he's our pole sitter. Surely he wants a spot back. I am almost certain of it. I would go for it. Anyone says we'll go for it. It's all about the podium. You can see Brandon up front there, and the gap to Pranav is absolutely massive. So he's going to jump on the Augustine again. 0.6 seconds. I just want to see Pranav as he crosses the line. Oh, no, is Augustine going to get a better exit? 0.3 seconds, 0.2 seconds. Surely he's going to be able to do it now. Yes! Oh, he's right up his backside. He's showing Scott the inside, but Scott's squeezing him. Is that blocking or squeezing? No, that's squeezing. He's not blocking. He's not changing again. So Pranav is winning the race. I do apologize, Pranav. We're not going to be able to watch the end of your race because this is a really good battle that we're on for now. This is the final corner. Is Scott going to be able to keep hold of it? He manages to stay ahead, but Augustine get on the brakes earlier. Oh, it's the final. You can see Barney, Augustine, no. Scott keeps on to P3, but it's nose on door. Very close. Great battling. Pranav, well done. Brandon, well done. Scott, well done, Scott. P3, well-deserved P3. Our pole sitter finish in P4. Randy, who we didn't even notice, up 1 position before he started. Randy in P5. Javier, we saw him a few times. He's coming around. He's finishing in P6. We got one more battle down here. This is the final battle. This is a battle for P9. Cyan is chasing down Nicholas. 0.4 seconds, and they got a lap car in front of them as well. This is one corner to go. for that
bro, you're a
P9
good
position.
driver, dude.
Surely,
I
surely,
like
Sign
that,
wants to go.
man.
He goes for it. He does go for the dive bomb. Amazing pass, but then he loses control. He sprints out on the final corner. And Sunset absolutely ruins his own race, and Sign just spins off. Luckily, he's got a massive gap in front of him. He did go for the pass. He had to go for the pass. He made the pass, and then he failed the pass, and then he hit the wall like a man trying to escape the shame of his own driving. But he's back on track, and he finishes P10. So not too much to lose. And then Poyo, remember I made Poyo with his wife in the car? I mean, he is driving for 2, and he's still doing all right. He's currently P12, then he smacks the wall on the final corner. He was about to catch P11, but then he had a little bit of a potato moment there. So, oh no, wait. Did he just... Poyo just passed Fabian. What's Fabian doing? So Fabian's just falling. Fabian just lost 2 positions there at the end. Welcome to bottom split racing. And then Fabian, yeah, his car's is not working like it should. We can see the other car behind him as well. That is a name I could never ever pronounce. Havriliuk. How do you pronounce that? Havriliuk. That is, it's an amazing name. I love the spelling of it, but I just cannot pronounce it. Ladies and gentlemen, let's just watch. There's a couple more crashes we missed out, and this was Patrick. You can see his car's already, like it's been beaten up by a couple of boxes outside of the bar. And then he just, the back end, the front end was already absolutely buggered. He decided just to round it off with the back end as well. This was the pass we saw right at the end. Cyan absolutely bombing for it. Beautiful, beautiful pass, but then loses control and just spins out and ends it for himself. Only lost one, well, didn't really lose a position. This was Nicholas. Oh, that wasn't... Oh, he just lost it all on his own. I think that was the final corner as well. Oh, there's another car spun behind him as well. Was that Sign as well? Oh, it was. So they both had a bit of an off anyway just before. Not holding his brakes. Amazing. Amazing rejoin. He literally rejoined with a flat pedal into the wall. Like straight on. Now I understand why he does the things he did. That was sick. Okay, Aiden, that was in coming around the final corner. Yeah, the car's bouncing all over the place. Surely you can't control that. No, and he loses it. Luckily, he didn't take anyone else out, and we got one more. This is just Patrick. We saw Patrick earlier. His car is struggling. Oh, yo. I don't think there's a corner in the car that he hasn't hit. But that is it. That was some good battling there on track. I do apologize. I've hardly used any of the sound effects or overlays or anything. I feel like I'm getting back into it, to be honest. But no more bottom split racing. I mean, no more top split racing. Only bottom split racing. Ladies and gentlemen, if you watch this far, thank you very much. I do appreciate it. It's lots of fun, and I'll see you again.